All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is game number 1 in a best of 3 between Aftermath and CL. Whoever wins this will move on and play in the semifinals. The semifinals will be casted next weekend. We will have a lot of other quarterfinal sets coming up today. In the yellow for for Frantic, we have CL. He's also known as Happy Happy. So if we say that, that's who we're talking about. And then in the red, we have Tim. Tim is the team captain of Frantic, another very strong Chinese clan other than SY, who we'll see later on today. And then, of course, we have Aftermath. We have in the blue, Heart. Heart is playing as the Malay. And then we have Leary. Leary's playing as the Italians. So, different civs, all good water civs. With me, I have Dave. This is Team Islands. And, dude, how long has it been since we've casted an Islands game together?
I'm so stoked to see Team Islands. Like, Islands is okay. It's meh.
Yeah.
Team Islands is, like, next level.
Yeah. It's awesome. And I want to give a shout out to Leary here. Leary, over the past year, has solidified the number 2 position in the world, I think, behind Viper. And he didn't just do it because of his Arabia skill. He's actually quite good at water as well. Something that we don't see as often in Age of Empires 2, and I think perhaps people don't appreciate the different skill set, the different knowledge set you need for it.
Also, the islands here, I favor Frantic's island.
Yeah.
It's got a lot more space, and like later in the game when you got galleons running around, or maybe even cannon galleons, they've got spots that can't be ranged from the water, whereas you can't say the same thing for AM.
Yeah, you're right, man. This pond in the middle, it's not important, but this pond in the middle is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen Team Islands with a pond with a deep fish in the center.
Yeah. If this was a community game, someone would.
I was going to say the same thing. This was a community game, someone would dock that.
Or if Spring was still playing, he would dock.
He would dock that, yeah. If there was 4 or 5 deep fish, it might be worth it because then your fish will be safe, but I think long term, there's so much more fish around the outer edges. That's where
with
players
Malay,
will choose to go. Yeah.
With Malay,
fish
maybe
traps.
happy. Yeah.
No, you could go for safe fish traps. That would be insane. All right, so we'll see if that ends up happening. It is the norm to see players use their scouts on islands to bring in the boars. That is because it saves villager time. And Leary, whew, he did the trick. Where you weaken the boar with the TC and then you finish it off with the villagers. You can quite easily lose out on a boar that way, but he knows what he's doing. Still gives me a heart attack though.
One underrated bonus in this matchup is going to be the line of sight on the Malay docks, especially if you're fighting like through these choke points and you're trying to figure out where your enemy's navy is. Yeah. It can really, really help you. Like, you can see so much with those docks.
Yep, definitely. Weird dock for Heart, if you ask me. Because normally you wouldn't want to be this close to the edge of the map, but it's not bad. It's just weird.
I've seen a lot of players put docks like that down, and they do it for a specific reason, so that later in the game, like, usually you'll find 1 or 2 deep fish to tide you over until your second dock.
Yeah. And
this dock helps when you're fighting on the water because it gives you a choke point you can fight behind.
Yeah, good point. You can always reposition the fish with that second or third dock. Sometimes you'll see players dock on the front. That normally indicates they will be going for aggression. We will see that. We'll see a lot of fires, then maybe the galleys later on. So Leary's docked forward. He's also advancing to feudal age already. But look at the dock from CL. So perhaps a different strategy choice for him because he's docked on the back, which is a safer position. And where's the dock then for Tim? So Tim is docking forward.
And Tim isn't up yet, so Leary's going to have some time to play around here, but fortunate that CL docked at the back there, because it's going to take Leary time to figure out where they are.
Yeah. Sometimes that can work out, because Leary might choose to double back once he sees how long this island is. Sometimes it can also be a risk, and look at Tim now. He's scouting with the fishing ship to find the enemy docks. So Dave and I talked about it right before the game launched. He said, don't count out the
transport
team.
Heart, transport from Heart. Dark Age transport. Let's go.
Wow. Okay, so he's going to transport his scout over. I was wondering why he wasn't using his scout for the boar.
We'll see where he goes, but maybe the Malay dock is going to help Tim out a bit here if he can see him landing.
Oh, yeah, good point. So Tim It's just a small thing here. He now knows where Leary is. But he's going to be later to feudal, as will CL. Where'd that transport go?
It's going to the middle.
What?
Yeah, it's going to the middle because he probably wants to make production buildings between them and cut the 2 players off.
This is interesting. Just chilling out there, man.
But Tim's fishing ship is just gonna miss it, I think.
This is so weird how he's looping around like this. This is a lot of wasted time.
And transport from Happy. We got the double trans going on
Let's
right now.
go! Oh, this is beautiful. I don't even know what's going to happen yet, and this is beautiful. One of the additions in the expansions is that they made it possible to make transports in Dark Age. You would rarely see it in Feudal Age because it's so risky, but here you can be sneaky enough. And Hart, I mean, he's probably going to go for archers, right? Yeah, he's building his barracks at home, and he'll build the archers.
Is Tim going to see this? Is Tim going to see this? This would be so good if he notices it.
He will see it! He will see it! He notices now. He patrols right into the transport ship, so he'll lose his scout. But he notices for sure, and there's the signal. He says, hey, man, that's right next to your gold. You better be careful. And then where's CL going?
Leary's not going to see this one.
Wow, this is cool. And so now we have to focus on where the fires go because the fires will look for fish. You see Leary's fires close.
If he puts a tower down here, that's really bad for Hart because Hart's going to be making weak units. And Tim's coming on the other side to wall him in or to try and wall him in and just stop this push completely. Maybe get a fire ship over there to take out the transport as well. He's sending one right now.
Okay, there's the fire.
This could be really bad for Hart. This is really bad.
Hart's going to try and transport around, I think. But as you said, he could lose the transport. Smart thinking. We still don't know if Leary
sees him.
CL. Yep. Guys, I can't stress this enough. It is not easy to spot people. You don't know they're doing this strategy. This is a wild strategy. And both players have scouted this. Leary has found the fish of Tim. He's found the fish of CL now. There's so much going on. What a game. Yo, look at these vills from Tim. Chasing down the scout and the vill and the archer. Oh, man. And he's building a barracks now, Dave, so he knows that he needs some skirms, maybe.
Yeah, the difference here is the fish count for AM, and we'll see if Tim can go and pick some off from Hart and Leary, because CL doesn't have fish anymore. But CL's got a much more secure landing at the moment.
Yeah, he does.
Even though Hart is walling in his villagers, so he's going to try and put down 2 more archery ranges.
Well, Hart's going to lose a villager at his base. He was building a market. He does have some outposts up to get some line of sight. This has been an aggressive game. Very interesting one. Leary has actually chosen to wall, which is really smart. He's not going for defensive military. He's just adding walls. So Hart will have to deal with that, of course. And Tim he's kind of running around struggling a bit. And I think with the lack of fish for him, lack of fish for CL, they are going to struggle economically. Hart has a few archers. Is he going to send another transport? Because he just sent the archers out, and they're running into the tower.
Tim, I think, is going to kill the fish from Hart. No, he's just going to... Yeah, he's going to kill the fish from Hart. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, I think that was a misplay from Hart to send those archers out of the ranges. He's going to lose all of them to that tower. And Tim will now build a tower on Hart's ranges. Yeah, and all the fish going down for Hart, so not a good couple moments for him.
That's a big investment from Hart. 4 archery ranges.
All 4 could be denied.
All going down, except he's trying to get a stable up now. He's still got the 2 archers on near that stable.
Oh, so he wants a few scouts. This is so peculiar.
And he's gonna get hit at home now, but he's already walled, but still, it's gonna be rough for him.
All right, well, I think Leary. The reason the score is in AM's favor is because Leary has played amazingly well. He's killed fish. He's on Tim's docks. He's on the dock from CL. So for that reason, Leary, with his 7 fishing ships, he'll hit Castle Age soon. And then what do you do, Dave? Do you just fight on water if you're Leary, or do you transport and go knights?
I feel like you gotta clear up this stuff from Happy on your base. And oh, look at Tim seeing the stable now from Hart, and Hart trying to drop another archery range. He's gonna lose his villager, maybe.
She'll live. At least for now, I think. And another tower for CL. Goodness, this is sloppy, but I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving it. I'm loving how different this is.
CL transported those archers over around the wall, and now he's into hard space.
What?
Next level! Next level! He's into the gold now!
No! And Hart will not expect this. Hart lost the wall villager. He'll lose a villager on gold. He has to leave his gold. It's already a bad situation for him. Hart hasn't responded. No, he doesn't notice. He's focusing on the vills on the front. This is just insanity. Hart still hasn't reacted to this. He has no clue.
Hasn't noticed. Oh, here he goes.
Yeah.
Now he notices. Lost 2 villagers there. Probably gonna lose 3.
Well, that's a total of 4 in the end, and the wall's not protecting him.
Looking great.
Whew.
And a tower from Happy on the woodline from Leary. Maybe if he towers that gold as well, it'd be really, really rough for Leary.
Oh, and he does see the gold. He's got to be building a tower there. Or is he going over to Hart? They need to pressure Leary, for sure. Leary is the strong player for the AM team.
You can tell Hart's distracted. Just lost 2 scouts to the TC of Happy.
Yep.
And Tim is building another tower forward to clear this up. He's killing the last scout from Hart. Hart is trying to defend against these archers in his base.
Goodness gracious.
Happy putting a tower down on the woodline, the other woodline from Leary. Leary building a town center there to defend.
Oh, and Leary doesn't see it. He doesn't see the tower. He wouldn't have seen it on the gold either. You know, so at the moment, Leary does want to focus on booming and going water. But at this point, what does water do for you? You go heavy on water to stop the fish, but also to stop your opponents from landing you. CL, does he still have vills here, Dave? Yeah, he's building the towers, obviously. So he still has vills here, and he has the ranges on their island. So, wow.
If CL builds a tower on Hart's woodline as well, that's going to be tough. And he's trying to transport again.
Yeah.
Those archers that he transported in. Leary's got a fire ship on that, but too slow.
Yeah, I think the archers will at least stick around. The transport will eventually die for sure, though.
This is insane.
This is insane, yeah. It's just that Frantic they need to buy food, and Tim has just done that. They need to advance to the next stage. And Tim, after Town Watch, which is a smart upgrade here, will cook up to Castle Age.
They need to... Tim's redocking. He realizes that he needs to kill Leary's fish. Leary has way too many fish. You can't allow that. That's
Italians as well. Okay, look at the vills from CL. Just running around. Just passing. And... so let's count real quick. Hart has 1 archer range at home. He has 4. Was it 5 he tried to place forward and then the stable? That's well over 1,000 wood, right? Or close to it.
Hart sees those villagers. He's going to clear them up. There's archers from Happy, but I don't think that's enough. Well, maybe if he fights with the vills as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not the best fight there for Happy, but he is sacrificing the military to save the vills. I think he needs to get in the transport again. This transport's still alive.
He doubled back with one of the villagers to make a stable.
What?
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Oh, I love it, man. And Hart's scouting around as well. It's just 1 skirm. And I think the stable will go up. And the villas just transport away. This is one of the best island games I've seen. Still, Leary can carry it, though. Leary has a pretty commanding lead.
He needs to... those fish need to die.
Yeah.
If you're Frantic, those fish need to die right now.
Kill the fish, and then it's a pretty even game, right?
Yeah.
And Tim has redocked, as you said. Leary only has 12 military, and that is Navy, so it's really not that much. Tim will go for fires. And again, let's keep in mind that CL, he still has vills safe. He's building 2 stables. He could start going for the cheap elephants, man. Mm-hmm. What a wild game.
Hart keeps trying to reboom on water with fish. He'd lost 2 more. He's got 2 in the middle there now. 2 docks in the middle.
Yeah, I saw him redocking. Yeah, I think that AM are assuming that they're going to be safe to fish boom. Might be expecting a little bit of water pressure now. Leary clicks up to Imp. Wow.
What?
Wow.
And here comes the transport ship from Leary as well.
So he'll go condos. He'll just go straight into condos, won't he?
there's nothing that Frantic can really do about that unless they stop the landing right away.
Yeah, he'll go right into condos. This is brilliant from Leary. I think he'll drop a few barracks, spam condos, and CL will have no military at home, and he'll just die. Wow.
He's going to lose his fish here. Tim has a lot of fire ships coming forward. He's not going to be able to see that transport.
Yeah.
But Leary's not going to have the same amount of food eco to support the condos, so...
there is some potential here. If Tim is patrolling in the right areas, I see he is patrolling here. He might see the barracks, and then CL could just build a castle. You see he's Malay, right? He has enough stone for a castle, and then maybe wall a lot, and then Tim could potentially win water.
Happy's make a TC on the other player's island. Yes, let's go.
Those villagers, they've been attacked by so many different units, man. And that's a lot of knights. That is a lot of knights, so they haven't gotten into Heart's base. Heart's making a few monks.
I think you should try and get into Leary's base.
Leary's fish are dying. To Tim.
Yep. And Tim sees the landing now.
Okay, how will they respond to this? Yeah.
We'll wait for the signal, and...
He's also sending resources to CL for the knights.
They need to notice this landing.
Oh, it's a forward castle for CL. That could be really good or really bad. I'm opting to think that that's really bad, because if they have it at home, they can survive. If they've nothing at home, it's tough.
Elephants coming forward from Heart too. The knights are gonna have a tough time dealing with those.
Yeah, I think they just haven't noticed it, Dave. Yeah, there's the signal now. Now they notice it after the castle's already been placed forward. So the response has to be to wall up massively. You really can't do anything else. Or buy stone and build a castle. Because here come the condos. And, oh, this is going to hurt CL. CL's in big trouble.
And his castle forward's going to get denied too. Siege Workshop coming up from Heart.
And they just call the GG. And it probably is over at that point. What a cool game, though.
One bad castle play, like, he went forward with it instead of defensive. If he went defensive, they had a shot.
Yeah. Feels bad, man, but also feels very good, man. That's the type of game I want to start a best of 3 off with. Wow. Heart going for the Dark Age transport, CL going for the Dark Age transport. And even though the game was sloppy and there was a lot going on, it came down to one moment, and it was just the fact that Tim didn't see the barracks early enough, because I'm certain that castle would have been placed defensively if they knew that. And we've seen that in some of the Baltic games as well, even in the 4v4. Right when the Italian player hits the Imperial Age, they transport some villas and build barracks to spam condos. It can GG you pretty quick. All right, well, 47 kills for Tim. That was not enough for them. Leary just boomed, dude. It was the fish boom. The cheap Italian fishing ships gave him so much food, more wood, more gold. I do believe, though, if they would have won the water back a bit earlier and Leary couldn't have transported, the Frantic team could have definitely won that, because Heart was so far behind and CL had some control of the Aftermath Islands. But we're going to move on to game number 2 next. Game number 2 will be Serengeti, so we will not have water